here with base, the two dots, one line before the wide, one line. The wide one. Tanya, Abba Binyamin Noimer. Well, I'll show you the line over here how it comes in. You can see because we've been a few things from Abba Binyamin. Al shnei dvarim oisim mitztayer kol yom. What means mitztayer? Mitztayer what it means there was makpid. Some say wo kommt da rein mitztayer to makpid. So they say because when he was younger, he didn't be makpid on these things. So now he's mitztayer that what happened before. Shetei tfilosi shetei lifnei mitosi, ve'al mitosi nesuno beitzof in the dom. As we're going to see, the Gemara explains these two things. Al tfilosi shetei lifnei mitosi. Why? My lifnei mitosi. What means in front of my bed? Ilem lifnei mitosi mamish. That he had the wall, the bed, and then he's davening in front of it. Das kann nicht sein. Ve'omarav yudo marav. Ve'iteimer b'shabel levi. Minayin lemispal shalei davar choitzetz beina leben akil. And it shouldn't be anything between him and between the wall. Where do we see it? Shenemar vayasev Chizkiyahu ponev el akir vayispalel. So there's a mitzvah to come to daven in front of the wall without any chatzitze. So you know why? Why when we daven we shouldn't have any chatzitze? So the Meiri means because the chatzitze is going to mevatel the kavanah. Mevatel the kavanah, and that's why. Right. The chatzitz is mevatel the kavanah, and that's why we want to have a kavanah. That's why you shouldn't have a thing. And as always, mashma in Nochoname ve'en toises, and toises dimas rishaloi is mashma also that in Nochoname is going to be the kavanah because toises says aval milze the kviyeh kegoin oroin v'teifo ein ze hefsek. Right? So if something kavua, it's not called the hefsek. So a mito is a double kavua. No, so you know it's not a double kavua, and that's what it is a hefsek, and not like Toysa says. Not like Toysa says. All the poiskim, lot of poiskim, they ask, what about what we call a stender? The Mogen Avram, they all ask, what about the stender? We have in the front of a stender. If this is going to be chatzitza or not chatzitza, it's not a double kavua. Toysa says a teivo or Toysa oroin, but mito is not a kavua. So if a bed is not a kavua, so stender definitely is not a kavua. So how can we daven in front of a stender?
And the specially made for it, that's fine.
Oh, so some say specially made, and some say that anything from Beis HaKnesses, anything on Beis HaKnesses is not going to be called chatzitza. And that's also a person himself is not a chatzitza. How could you daven behind a person that's davening in front of a wall? So you have a chatzitza. So it's not exactly the chatzitza. It's in Nochoname that the people shouldn't come and disturb him. That's the in Nochoname towards the wall. So a stender in Nochoname there's a lot of the Taz, the Mogen Avram, the Prime Godim. They all speak about why in Nochoname a stender is not. As we said, maybe it was made for it, or in Nochoname it's anything what's made in Beis HaMedrash for tefillah is not going to be called chatzitza. It's not the Gemara. So that's lifnei mitosi. So it means that can inside. Shenemar Elohim samuch lemitosi. What means samuch lemitosi? Straight away. When I get up, in Nochoname, then Nochoname he's careful not to come and to be oisek and anything else, only to come and to say Krishma and to daven. And you can see over in Rashi, a very interesting Zach. But Rashi, samuch lemitosi, kol yomai. Nizarti shelo ila asois melocha, ושלא ילך עסוק בתוירו ושלא ילך עסוק בתוירו כשאומרתי מיתוסי עד שאקו קרישמה ואספלל לפי רש"י you're not allowed to learn before you daven אז יש די דו הוא כנראה זין you shouldn't come and learn before davening אז יש די דו in רש"י let's see רש"י נוח אמול דיבו המסחיל סמוך למיתוסי כל יומי נזהרתי שלא ילך עסויס ונכונם not to come and daven שלא ילך יספלל And in Nochoname, the Rashi is not the only one that says that. Shitas Rambam is in Nochoname the same thing. Shitas Rambam is the same thing over there in Perek Vov Aloche Daled Achtzach. The Rambam says that he shouldn't come and do anything before davening, including learning. Today is noch the minig yes to learn. We had the thing. So in Nochoname, the Rabbi Yehuda says that also Lefi Rashi is no Isur to come and to learn. Some say that the Isur is only to learn Be'iyun or Be'pilpul. So then you maybe Shemo Isorech Achar Midosoi. In Nochoname, Toises, you look at Tosis over here, Tosis what he says straight away, Rashi Pirish afil lilmoid she'also lilmoid koydem atfilo, v'lo yadati min olei. אבל ראיתי, the shore lilmoid koydem, the kamor perek sheni brings the right that you're allowed. You're allowed. As the Tosis, the Rosh says in Ochoname that the same thing, and he explains Rashi. I was a pshat in Rashi. So he says that Rashi means that if a person comes to learn in a base not the base haknesses, that means there was a base hamedrash and a base haknesses. So if someone comes before koydem she'ispalel, so he comes to daven in a base hamedrash, that we tell him no. Yeah, so he comes to daven in the base hamedrash. Base hamedrash was two different things. It was a base hamedrash for learning and a base haknesses for davening. In Ochoname, that's the pshat in Rashi, as I said. But lemaise mifirn in Ochoname state over there no Hashulchan brings down la aloche, and we pass like Tosis and the Rosh that we could learn before davening. So, no worry. Yeah. The earlier shir, yeah. Yeah, but it's not Be'iyur available. It's not Be'iyur available also. The Chuvas Avnei Tzedek says not to do it Be'iyur available. That's the pshat. But as I pass in the Hashulchan. The Hashulchan passes the Maise, the Simon Peites, yeah. The Simon Peites that you can have is we pass like the Toys on the Rosh. Okay. Says the Gemara. And what is the pshat mitosi shtei netuno beitzof and ledor? What's the pshat? Says the Gemara, the Omar Rav Chon Bar Rav Chanina Omar Rabbi Yitzchok, kol hanoise mitoso, someone who puts his bed beitzof and ledor, havelei bonim zechorim. Where do we darshan it? And this is the shaila nachoy if it's something zguli, if it's something metzias, because b'mizrach shemesh ad mevoyoi, we learn that the Nechoname, the Shechina is b'mizrach or b'mayim. So a person, you shouldn't sleep that way, or you shouldn't be meshamesh mitosoi. That also depends on the shittas over here. So we say Nechoname, you shouldn't do it. Why? Because v'tzefunoch, this is a pasuk. This pasuk is a pasuk in Teilim. Utzefunoch temale bitnom izbeu bonim ve'inichu yitrom la'oileleim. That's the Hemshech HaPosuk over there. And we dash Utzfunoch. What means Utzfunoch? The people that put the bed Betzat Sofa in Nechoname Izbeu Bonim, they're going to be satisfied with kids. They're going to be satisfied with kids. And this is, in Nechoname, the Rabbi Yochanan says over here that this Posuk Be'emes is only a Simen Be'alme. Why? Because the Tzefunoch over here is not the Lashon. If you look at the Posuk, yeah, and Teilim, the Lashon is not Tzefunoch, it's not Lashon in Nechoname from Tzofin. In this word, the kavana is that Yochanan is zoichet to have children before Yochanan. He says what means tzefunoch. He says tzefunoch Yochanan is aroy tzele ashir yatzbin, aroy tzele achkim yadrim. What's the pshat? When he davens, he should daven at tzofan. He says the same thing over here. If a person wants to be zoichet for bonim, he should daven beforehand. And this is the Rabbi Yochanan. He's talking about tefillah. He's talking about tefillah. Yochanan, that's what he should do beforehand. Before Dashmish, that's what he says. So the Gemara Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchok Omar. Af ein ishtem apeles nefolim. She's also not going to have a miscarriage. Why? Because ksivoche utzefunoch temale bitnom. It says over there in the pasuk ve'imleu yomer leledes ve'inei toimi bebitno. And ve'imleu means what me'imleu? That imleu yomer leledes. She didn't have a miscarriage. She had a full pregnancy. So temale means that Yochanan that she's going to have a full pregnancy. Tanya b'Binyamin Noimer. Oh, now we're going back to Dinei Tefillah. Shnaim shenichnesu leispalel. Now, when they coming in? When are these shnaim coming into daven? So many Rishonim and Pashtus the pshat is at night. Pashtus over here is talking about Tanya b'Binyamin Shnaim shenichnesu leispalel. When it's going to be balaylo. That's what we have to understand. Balaylo. And it's talking about Tfilas Ma'ariv. Now, in that time, where was the Beis HaMedrash, Beis HaKnesses? Basodos, out of the city in the field. So it's a sakonet to leave the person over there by himself. It's a sakonet. So you should wait for him. Vekodam echod mem lispalel. He didn't wait for everyone else. Ve'lo im tines chaveiroi. Ve'yotzo. He goes out. Toyufil lo itfilosoi. Befono. That means they throw back to him the tefillah. They're not interested in his tefillah. What? Shenichnasu leispalel. They went. Both of them came to the field to daven. Nichnasu the Beis HaMedrash. The Beis HaKnesset is nichnasu. Then the field, and because they went in from the field into the Beis HaKnesset, the Beis HaKnesset in the field. They went in from the field into the Beis HaKnesset.
So they went indoors.
Yeah.
So they both went in.
Yeah.
Then it says
to leave, finish the daven. To start the davening, he didn't wait for his friend. And then he finished, and he left him by himself. That's what Tosis says. Rashi doesn't say over here, but if you look at Tosis and Dibur HaMaschil HaMispalel and Davav Amud Aleph, he says, Pirush Rabbeinu Tam, Dezeh Oyo Lohem V'avod Eknesiyah Shalohem She'oyu B'Sodeh V'lochein Balaylo V'lekach Balaylo Yesh Lahamtin. So I followed Shidas Tosis. Tosis is in Davav Amud Aleph. That's what I got from. He brings the Ri. This is the famous Ri. What the Ri? Everyone brings down the Ri. The Ri Oyo Me'acher Tfiloso Yomar Echad She'ein Tzviv Kulam. ואם בזוי ככה יושום עוד בו בייס הכנסת היו מעניין בסבר שגומרו תפילוסם ולא להחמיר אף לנו. He says the Ri Nochana would be machmir, and some Rishonim being that the Ri was machmir even during the day. He would be the last one to leave the Beis HaMedrash. He would leave the Beis HaMedrash beforehand. And even that our Beit HaKnesset is why? Because the Indian is Shechina. Shechina is even one person that comes to the Beis HaKnesset. So when you're leaving the Beis HaKnesset, that's if you're coming and showing that what? That you don't care about the Shechina, because there's a Shechina of one, a Shechina of two, a Shechina of three people. Whoever is more people, there's more Shechina. So when there's two people there and you leaving, so now you're causing that the Shechina should be less. You're reducing the Shechina. So that's why, that's the Lefita Svar of the Ri. But Pashtus, what's the Torah for Tfilosai? So the Pshat is the Marsha said it's Mido Keneged Mido. Because this person, you left himself at the field. This person now he can't daven very concentrate. Why? Because he's worried. How are we going to walk back home? So his whole davening, he's thinking, how I'm going back, I was doing this. And Mimele, his tefillah is not a good tefillah. Mimele, you call someone else to do his tefillah trufa. Trufa means fast and not concentrate without the kavanah. Your tefillah, we're also going to do the same thing, trufa loy. And that's what says the Marsha. Says the Gemara. ולא יועיד אלו שגויון לשכינה שתסתלק מישראל, שנאמר, ויעתק צור ממקוימוי. What means צור? We know that צור ain't צור כאלוהינו, but the Gemara brings a different pasuk, that צור is הקדוש ברוך הוא, שנאמר, ואין צור אלו הקדוש ברוך הוא, שנאמר, says the Gemara, what's the צור? צור ילודך תשי. צור ילודך תשי. And צור ילודך תשי, that is, in Ochoname, refers to the Ribono Shlomo, as we know. Says the Gemara, ואם תמלוי, if he waited for his friend, he waited for him that the whole time what's going to be the schar, says the Gemara, Omar Rabbi Yisi Bar Chanine, Zoiche leberochos halolu. He's zoiche to the following brachos, what we see over there, pasuk in Yeshaya. It says over there in the pasuk, Lu higeshavto lemitzvoisai. And what's going to be the other thing? Veyehi kano shloimecho vetzit koscho kegale hayom. In the following pasuk is Vehi kechoil zarecho v'tzoim me'echo. I'm going to read out the psukim. Ki me'oisav lo yikores v'lo yishomed shmoi mi lefonov. In Ochonami he's going to have milefonai or milfon? Yeah, milfonoi. You're right. Milfonoi. Yes, that's the lashon of pasuk over there. It's inside. Yeah. Says the Gemara. Tanya al Binyamin Noimer. Ilmolei nosno reshus lain lirois. If we would the eye would come and see anything what's around us, and also the mazikim in Ochoname, and why it came in over here. So the Tzlach explains, because we spoke about you shouldn't leave a person by himself in the field. Why? Because there's mazikim at night. So we started to talk about over here the mazikim. You should know what's the reason not to leave the person at night by himself in the Beis HaMedrash or the Beis HaKnesses. If a person would have the eyesight to see the mazikim, why? Because it would be so the pachad, the fear what the person have. You know, he couldn't can show you the pachad over here. Omar Abaye, inhu nefisha minon. We are better than them. Why? Inu nefisha minon vekaime alon, and we are linochaname. We are more than them. That means fakir inhu the mazikim. Yeah, the inhu they the mazikim are much more than us. That means in numbers. In numbers they are much more than us. And in Ochaname ki kasle leugye. Kasle leugye means that we have let's say a geffen, a vineyard. So around the grape, not the grapes, around the vines. Well, the tree that's inside the ground. Like the trunk. The trunk.
Oh,
the roots. We do all kinds of arugos. we take and we do over there all kinds of like a choritz, we call it, like a scratch, we call it. Why? Because they go and they do circles around it, right? So it's not one circle. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. So he says the same thing. The mazikim surround the person like these charitzim what we have in the karka. Not 1 and not 2 and not 3. They're surrounded with many and many and many mazikim. Many and many. As we say, ki ipol mitzit choelef, right? Let's see in the Gemara. It says the Gemara. This is the choritz of hitok. Omar Avune, kol chad vechad minon, each and one of us. We have on the side alfe mismali, 1,000 mazikim from the left, and inochaname verevevose miyamina, and a revova 10,000 from the yemin. Ki ipoil mitzitcho elef, and urevova miminecho. And that's inochanam based on this pasuk as we know. The mazikim, why the yamin is 1,000? So Nochalamed is based on the medrash. The Meforshim say because the mazikim from tzad yamin is connected the mitzvahs asay, and the mazikim from tzad small is connected the mitzvahs lois asay. A person is much more mekayim mitzvahs asay than he's over mitzvahs lois asay. Or the mazikim mitzvahs asay, if a person not mekayim mitzvahs asay, then these mazikim hamim. Now a person b'derech klal is more likely not to keep the mitzvahs asay than to be over on mitzvahs lois asay, and that's why it's elef b'smoil and a revova b'yamin. Says the Gemara. Omar Rove, Hay duch kedave bekale. They had the Shabbos the Kale. Shabbos the Kale was a Shabbos before the Yontav. They would all come over there to the Beis HaMedrash. And sometimes you see this space and you feel there's tzekvetched. What is? You should know that why you feel a little bit that the Nochonam it's tight, is squashed, because these are the mazikim that's sitting among us. Nochoname, because minayu have, and in Nochonah that's why the thing. Ane barke, the same thing also. Ane barke de shale. When a person feels tiredness in his knees, in Nochonah why it comes from? In Nochonah minayu it comes from there because they come and they sit in your knees sometimes, and that's why you feel it. So the Gemara, Hane mane de rabbonon de bolu. The clothes of the Talmidei Chachamim, they don't work. And why suddenly? Why they should sit the whole day in Bismillah? So why their clothing are getting worn out? And it's because because they rub mechupayu. They rub themselves against the Talmidei Chachamim. These mazikim, hane karon them from these thighs that get rubbed. Minayu is also from these mazikim. What they rub against the thighs of the person. Ayman de boy kit meniale. That means it says Ayman de boy lemeidalu. A person that wants to see Nochoname these mazikim, and he wants to see Nochoname actually, he wants to see them. What should he do? Zog the Gemara, he should go and take leise kit menale. He should take over there ash, and he should sift the ash. Sift the ash. Should be very, very, very fine, like sand. And then he puts it away. He should put it around his bed. V'nehedar apuri. He should come and put it surrounding his bed, and then you can see over there the footsteps, right? Because it's very, very fine. The ash. With savre chosen in the morning he sees. If he sees over there kare de tarne kikare de tarne goyle, he's gonna see over there footsteps of a chicken. So he knows the rooster. So he knows in Nochoname these are the mazikim. The mazikim have, that's the foot of the mazikim look like a foot of a rooster, a chicken. Says the Gemara, Ayman the boy lemichzinu. Someone wants not only the knowledge that they are around them, he wants actually to see them. So what should he do? Laise shilyase the shulu. So you should take a placenta of a cat, and not stam a cat. Uchmese ba uchmese. A black one on the keva, yeah, a female that she's black, and her mother was black. And buchrese ba buchrese. She was a firstborn. The mother was a firstborn. That's the thing. Velikle benure. You should come and burn her in the fire. Velishcheke. You should come and grind the after it's burnt. Velemale einemine. You should put a little bit of the ash on his eye. Whenever we talk about something putting in the eye, it means lemale. Why? Because lemale is Rashi is because the eye is very small. So you just put a drop where it fills up the whole eye. Right? It's not dirty. You should fill up his eye from this ash. And then he's going to see the mazikim. Then he's going to see the mazikim. And then he should put the ephah that's left. The ephah that's left, he should put inside a hollowed metal. Why? Because like they could come and be mazik. But something that's hollowed In the metal, that they can't come and be mazik anymore. So that's why you should put it over there in the parzale. Dilme ganve minei, because maybe what's going to happen over there, says the Gemara, Dilme ganve minei, because maybe the mazikim are going to come and take from him a little bit of the Eiffel, a little bit of this ash. And in Mele, and in Ochonam is something that's sealed, they cannot come and take the mazikim. That's why you should come and put in something sealed. Ki eicha deloi litzak. In Ochonam they shouldn't come and be mazikim. So the Gemara, Rav Bibi bar Abaye ovadochi. Rav Bibi bar Abaye done that way, and Chose, and he saw the mazikim, but ve'itzak. And afilu oche, he got boer rach bonon rach men olei ve'itzay. In Ochonam he became back into he became back he became back well. So the betzem we know this whenever we talk about Masechet is the Beis Yosef what he brings down. Beis Yosef the Shulchan Aruch in the famous Shulchan Aruch in Yeridea Kuf Ayin Tes. Very famous. He says whenever we talk about Masechet, there's a Yisrael halacha to be mashbiach shedim or to do all of these peules to come and to see the shedim. The Rambam od Garten as nicht da Sach, right? The Rambam says there is no shedim, but the Ramban already comes and fragt up the Ramban, come and fragt up already the Rambam, and the famous Brachot over there in Yeridea in Kufayin Tes, or the long ariches in the Brachot about the Rambam. Ayan Shom. Okay. About the Rambam. Very sharp and Lashonis about the Rambam. Why the Rambam didn't believe in Shadim. The whole Gemara is full of Maisim of Shadim. And we find Maziki, we find Shadim. And the Rambam is very realistic. He says, no. The Shtar of the Chazak and Eifik is a dimion of a person. A person imagines, then he can get harm. As the Rambam Lashitosa in lots of different places. But as the going over there, look over there, Yeridea Kufayin Tes, the Brachot. Okay. Says the Gemara. Tanya, Abba Binyamin Oimer. Another deal from Abba Binyamin. Ein tefila shalom nishmas elo bebeis hakneses. Lekatchila a person should daven a beis hakneses. And what's the pshat? So the Rabbi Yehuda says that the chiddush is even if a person has to daven be a chiddush. A person he missed the last ma'ariv. Where should he daven? Better for him to go to the beis hakneses and to daven beis hakneses. Be yechidas than to daven at home be yechidas. Why? Because ein tefillah shel odom nishmas elo bebeis hakneses. Where's the mekor? Where's the mekor for this in Ochonam? That's it. But what if it's a tefillas tzibur? So tefillas tzibur in Ochonam, as is mashma in Toysin of the Zore, in Mogram in the Zorah, that even mechutz beis hakneses it's also nishmas. We talk about the tefillah of a tzibur. We talk about the tefillah of a yochid in Ochonam. You should better to daven tefillah of a tzibur also in Ochonam. But also nishmas mechutz beis hakneses. The tefillah of a yochid is not going to be nishmas mechutz beis hakneses. That's why it's better to go to a beis hakneses. Says the Gemara. Where do we know it from? Where do we know it from? This din. Where do we know this din from? Says the Gemara. Shneimar lishmoya. Right over there, the pasuk of Shlomo HaMelech says about the Beis Hamikdash. It should be a place that lishmoya el horino ve'el hatefilo b'mokim rino, a place in Ochonam where the tzibur come and say shirois v'tishbochois. That is on Ochonam rino. What's the rino? Rino is shirois v'tishbochois. When a person comes and says, that's Rashi says, b'kesher shomrim hatzibur shirois v'tishbochois b'neimois kol orev. Over there in that place in Ochonam shom tehei tefilo. In that place dafke in Ochonam shehei tefilo. But there is Ochonam b'nishma the tefillah. Omar Ravin barade Omar Ravin tzok minay shakadosh baruch hu motzi beis hakneses. We know that Kadosh Baruch Hu is always in beis hakneses. Shneimar Elokim nitzov be'ad haskil. That means what means be'ad haskil and the beis moyed shaloi, and that means in the mokim hamiyued loy. That means the beis hakneses. Uminayin la'asoro shemispalin sheshchino imohem. Shneimar Elokim nitzov be'ad haskil. And we know Eido. Whenever Eido says. Eido, we learn out from the Meraglim, it's always 10. ומנאי לשלושות דיונים שיש מדי ששכינה עמהם, שנאמר, בקרב אלוהיקים, איש פויט. And we know אלוהיקים is also a Lashon Choil of Elohim, is also talking about the Dayonim, right? And Mele HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as we learned in the Gemara in Rashi brings from the Gemara in Sanhedrin, that in Ochonam, ve'ein bezikor Elohim, elo begimel בפרק כ"ה בסנהדרין. אז זה זאת רש"י. ומניין לשניים שיש מיועסים בתוירו ששכינו עמוהם, שנאמר, עוז נדברו עירי השם איש אל רעהו, ויקשב השם וישמו, ויקרא הזכרוינו, ישראל לפונוב לעירו, where's the pasuk? לעירי השם, ולחויש וישמוי. That's the pasuk. Now, vayakshev, what means vayakshev? Vayakshev means to wait for someone. Sometimes vayakshev means warten für einen. Vayakshev. So vayakshev Hashem vayishmo, that means HaKadosh Baruch Hu is waiting to hear the learning of a person. What is the connection between the beginning to the end of lechoish v'ishmoi? State lechoish v'ishmoi. So the Gemara, what's the connection, Mai? And for the Gemara, Omar Ravashi, Kavon is azoi. Even though when a person comes, machshov etoy HaKadosh Baruch Hu mitzaref lemaise, even though Yinochaname choshav odom lasis mitzveh, ober neenas velo yaso, lemaise he had the oines and he didn't do it. Why? Because if he would not be nenas, for sure he would come and do it, right? If he wouldn't be nenas. So if he was nenas, so that's why we look at it, and that's what Koyse Besefer Hazich Roinois. ומנין שאפילו אחד שישב ויסמך התויר של שכינו עמוי, שנאמר, בכל המוקרים אשר אזכיר שמי, right? What says over there? What's Ashkir Shmi? Oh, so Ashkir Shmi is very interesting over here. The Maharsha over here, and Rashi in the Chumash, what Rashi in the Chumash says over there, Ashkir Shmi, that when we're learning, and this is a big yesod, it's starting to learn Shas. A lot of times when we learn Shas, right, we're learning the Gemara brings down Psukim. And in the Psukim we have Shem Hashem. So we say the Shem Hashem. Now, if you say a whole pasuk, you can say also the Shem Havayim in the pasuk. But what if you're learning, and the Gemara brings down half psukim, right? The Gemara doesn't always bring full psukim. Can you say the Shem Hashem in the pasuk or not? So the Maharsha learns over here, and the Mashma Rashi in the pasuk, that in Ochaname, when a person, that means over here the pasuk over there is, v'chol mokoim, mizbach adom otas eli, v'zavach to'olo v'selo yisach v'shlomecha tzonemos v'recho, v'chol hamokom asher azkir shmi, ovo yelecho b'recho. What means? And over here we're talking about someone who's learning Torah, right? Someone is yochid or isek b'Torah. Talk about yochid or isek b'Torah. Now, afilu what we say over here, b'chol mokom asher azkir shmi. Says the Maharsha in Ochaname, this is a din that even if you're learning Gemara, and you're coming to a pasuk and you have to say the Shem Hashem, you can say the Shem Hashem, even if it's a half a pasuk. That's what the Maharsha says. He learns it out from the pasuk, v'chol makom asher azkir shmi, ovo yelecho. The Mogen Avraham learns out, no, that in Ochaname you cannot come and say it. Why not? So he wants to learn it in Ochaname from a Toysis. Toysis says later on. Toysis later on says that in Daf Nun Daled, that Toysis is mashma over there, that in Ochaname you cannot come and say Shem Hashem even when through the learning. Now the Toysis Dibra Maschil Horoye, the first Toysis on Horoye. So the Toysis says over there in Ochaname that why we say Horoye, Mokom Yishenasa Nisun Avisenu, Omu Bor Shosno Nisun Avisenu, Pir Shom Yishmai, the Cholan Abrachos Tzichos La'askirom Shem Umalchus. Bohat Hashem Elokeinu Melechoinu. Chekot Rabbi Shimshon Ki Ari Oye Rogel Levoch Al Abrokim. But in Ochaname, why we didn't mention the Mishnah? Because we didn't mention the Shem Hashem. He's talking about over there. Azay is medayik from the Toysis, the Mogen Avraham. Azay is medayik from the Mogen Avraham from the Toysis. So the Mogen Avraham says the halacha lemaisa we shouldn't come and say. Rashi and Over says you can, but lemaisa I think lemaisa we pass that in Ochaname. Yeah. Pirkei Avos.
Said you can. Like
Yes. Yeah. You can. Lemaisa I think the Ben Yoda says that anyway, all the words, every letter and the Gemara, everything is Shemoisav Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is Shemoisav Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Maybe you could say it. Well, I think we feel tzachadish. I don't know. We feel tzachadish. Imagine Mogen Avraham says that nicht. So machlokes in the thing. I see even once some machlokes in the Geonim about it. I saw it, one of these koivitzim would come out. They found themselves two geoinim that have already a machlokes about this. If to say during the learning or not, Shem Hashem or not. Okay, legt sich nicht da rein, das Safek. So, whatever it is. Okay, I'm not being laloch, I'm just saying the Mekoiris over here, from our Gemara over here is the Marshal. How to pass and ask your local rabbi. I'm not thinking. Zog the Gemara. Yeah, so it says over there, Kol Moga over Yelecho, Berachticho, that means I'm going to come and being Hashroas, Ashchine. So you see, even it says over Yelecho, that's over Yelechem, right? Over Yelecho is a singular, not a plural. So it's a guy that even one is sitting and learning Torah is also going to be blessed. Says Gemara v'chimeachar da'afilu chad trei miboya. So why do you have to tell them when two are sitting and learning Torah you need a shchina? And for the Gemara trei michtavo milayu b'sefer zechoinus. When two are sitting and learning, you write in the sefer zechoinus. Aber echad lo michtavon b'sefer hazichoinus. Nochoname, they're not going to write in the sefer hazichoinus. Toises fragt aber shaila. What about well, in the sefer levado, you write Toises over here dibo masach chad lo michtavo mila b'sefer hazichoinus. Kloimar im acherim. Aber b'sefer levado nichtovim. You don't write it with other people. That's what Tosis comes and says over here. Why? Because also on the Yochid says v'chol masech or b'sefer nechtavim. That's basically the shaila of Tosis. Tosis wants to ask a shaila over here. Tosis says, l'choyre by the Gemara says that b'chad it doesn't not written in sefer zechoinus. Before it does v'chol masech or b'sefer nechtavim. So how could you come and say that it's not written? And that's what Tosis comes and says over here. And the Masechit chad that Nochanam is not written with other people. It's just written by itself.
Which is better to be with someone else?
Yes. It's Chus Arabim. It's always better. It's always better. It's always better. Says the Gemara. Why it's better? So the Marshal explains why it's going to be written in Sefer Zechoinus. Oh, very good. That's what the Marshal. The Marshal says because when two people sit and learn, so each one helps the other one. Right? If someone has a mistake, he's going to come and tell him, you have a mistake. And that's why when two come and say, so then it's nichta v'sefer zechoinu, is that this is nochoname might come more la'amita shel Torah than one person comes and learns on his own. So sometimes it's not written because it's not la'amita shel Torah, so it's not going to be written. Says the Gemara. Chimeachar da'afilu trei tlosem miboyes. Why we did shloisha sheyoshvim badin? Right? He said, and for the Gemara, ma'u that they medine shalme ve'almeu. Nochoname din is also to do shalom ben abriyos, but nochoname is not called divrei Torah. ולא יעשי השכינה is not going to come, כמו משמע לאון, דדינא נמי אבטוירן. That's why the שכינה שיירה, במוקוים of we have 3 דיונים. פיידי גמור וכימאחד, אפילו תלוסה, עשור מבויה, so why we need to נוחנמי that 10 people come, and they gonna, for sure that נוחנמי, in 10 people, עשור קודמו שכינה ועשי, the שכינה comes beforehand, נוחנמי, מה שאין כן, before the people come. Before the people come.
By 10 they was talking about doubling.
Huh?
By 10.
Yeah, that's what the Mabit wants to say about basically keyboard. So look at Rashi. Rashi says, "Minayin la'asoro." Yes, Eido. Zokt Rashi. Kod moshchina ve'asye. Koidim sheyu kol ha'asoro. Koidim sheyu kol ha'asoro. Now, 1 second. If koidim sheyu kol ha'asoro, we know already that the shchina comes when there's 3. When there's 3 already, the shchina comes. So for sure, koidim ha'asoro. So some say the pshat is that Kodem HaSorah eventually will be 10 people because Baruch comes before the first one. Before the first one. And that's for Enfeld. Because what's Kodem HaSorah? When you have 3 already, we learned that we have 3. Kodem HaSorah means from the first one. Kodem HaRishon it comes already.
You said before that more will come, there's a greater
Greater Ashras HaShchina.
Yeah, that's we said if one person leaves, the other person is...
No Hateres. Says the Gemara.
So from 3 till 10, there's nothing. There's no limit.
There is a supper.
No,
Oh, it's it's coming towards the 10.
That's the other terrace.
It's towards the 10. Getting near towards the 10. Says the Gemara. Aber Tlose ad yasve oni then they're gonna come and gonna be avashol shchina. ואומר רב אבין ברדה אומר רבי יצחק בעיני שהקדוש ברוך הוא מניח תפילין שנאמר נשבע השם בימינוי ובזרוע עוזוי בימינוי זו תורה שנאמר מימינוי איש דוס לומר that's refers to the תורה ובזרוע עוזוי אילו תפילין שנאמר השם אויז לעמו ייתן. Where do we know that the tefillin is called oiz בכלל ישראל? Oiz means a starkheit. בעיני שהתפילין oiz הם לישראל תכסיב וראו כל עם האורץ כשם השם ניקו הולכו ויורו Imeko. Tanya, what is this? Vero, what's a yo? Rablezer God loimer elu tefillin she berosh. Inochaname, why tefillin she berosh? So we know Rashi Menachos, the Flamedei Omed Beis, Rashi says, because on Tefillin Sheberosh, we have over there, on the base of Rosh, we have in Ochoname the Ois Shin, and the Ois Daled. That's what Rashi learns over there. Rashi learns that also over there, we have the Ois Shin and the Ois Daled from the Shem Shakai. So the Rov of the Shem, we have the Tefillin Shel Rosh. Bavuz, the Maisa with the Goin was once in a Achsanya. It was somewhere in a motel, and it was davening in his room, and suddenly he hears a noise outside. And there was the robbers. The robbers came to take all kinds of things from the people. And the Goin had the noise. He was wearing a talis and tefillin. The Goin would walk with talis and tefillin the whole day, actually. And he was with his talis and tefillin. So he opened up the door to check what's the noise outside. There was a big noise. They were coming and hitting and shouting. They opened and as they saw him, they just and they just ran away. They escaped. So they told the Goin, so he says, no, it's not me, it's the tefillin. It says, we're tefillin and we don't have it. He says, it says, Elu tefillin, not she'al harosh, tefillin she'berosh. It has to be inside your head. What says on the tefillin has to be in your head, not enough for it to be on your head, al harosh. Elu tefillin she'berosh. She'berosh. Inside the head, it has to be. I think I said the mice when we learned the big moment of it. Says the Gemara. Omar le Rav Nachman bar Yitzchok le Rav Chiya bar Ravin. חזור. ממילא, משלוים, that means as our tefillin, we have a parsha of Shema, V'yoyim Shamoya, in Ochonam it should be a zikoron for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mitzvahs, right? Okay. Han tefillin the more alme. We have a zikoron for the mitzvahs. Shema, V'yoyim Shamoya. But the tefillin of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Maxi, was steht dort? Sag die Gemara, Omar li, Rav Chiya bar Ravin tells it. Steht over there in Pasuk, mi ke'am cho Yisrael goy echad ba'oretz. Fragt die Gemara, mi mishtabach kutsh abrichu b'shivucho de Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mishtabach in Klal Yisrael? Sagt Amin, yes. Where do we see it? Chsiv. Es Hashem marto, Amor is loshon chashivas. We were machshiv HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Yimeile, it says over there, Hashem mircho hayoim li Yisrael la'am segulo. Right? So Yimeile, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is machshivas. Omar lem HaKadosh Baruch Hu leYisrael, atem asuni chativo achas boilom. A chativo is something, a special thing. A special thing. You did to me a special thing, or something that's is special. So the same thing, also as Rashi says over there, something chativo miyuchedes. So something meshubach, meyuchot. So the same thing, ve'ani eschem chativo achas boilom. Atem asuni chativo achas boilom, shenemar Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echod. Right? We meyachad HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the same thing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and says, ani eschem chativo achas boilom, shenemar mi ke'am Yisrael goy echod ba'oretz. Omar le Ravacha b'rei derov le Ravashi. Tinach b'chad beis. Okay, that says in one base. Why? Because the tefillin shel Rosh are divided into four. So in one base we have Umi K'amcho Yisrael Go Yechod Ba'oretz. Very nice. Rabel, what we share Botei Mai, and the rest of the three Botei, what it says over there. Omar le. One pasuk it says Kimi Goy Godol, right? Asher lo Elokim Kol B'Meilov v'chulei. And then another pasuk, Umi Goy Godol Asher lo Chukim u'Mishpotim. That's the next pasuk it says. And the third pasuk is Ashrecho Yisrael Mikro Moicho Am Noisha Ba'Hashem Mogen Ezrecho V'Asher Cherev Yavasecho V'Yikoch Asher Oivecho v'chulei. We all know the pasuk in the end of the Dvarim. Oy, and the pasuk Oy Haniso Elokim Lovo Elokachas Goy Mikerev Goy B'Masris U'Be'oisos U'Be'moisim U'B'Milchomo B'Yot Chazoko B'Yisrael Netuyo v'chulei. And the pasuk Uletitcho Elyoin Al Kol HaGoyim Asher Oso Leteilo L'Shem U'Tiferes. Okay. If all of these psukim, how many psukim we have over here? 6 psukim. We have all together. We have 6 psukim. We have over here only 3 batim. 4 batim. Sorry, we have only 4 batim. So in what we do and for the Gemara, and if you know 2 batim, elo ki mi goy godoil. Umi goy godoil. The damiladod bechad beis. So you write in the same bais. And Ashrecho Yisrael, Umi Kamcho Yisrael is also very similar. Is also bechad bais. Again in the and the pasuk Oyaniso Lekim bechad beise and V'letitcho Elyoin bechad beise. Mimele all together we have 4 batim. 4 batim. So the Gemara. V'kulo sive be'adrei. Inochaname all of this in Inochaname the psukim or in one box in Inochaname when it comes to the tefillin shel yad. Zroya, the adrei, it means the Zoya. So the tefillin shel yad in Inochaname is all in one box. So the tefillin shel Roish is mechulek to 4 batim, and tefillin shel yad. So the Gemara. Omar Ravin Marav Ade or Marav Yitzchok. Kol harogil lovoi lebeis hakneses. He comes every day. To Beis HaKnesses. Velo boi yoim echad. HaKadosh Baruch Hu mash'il boi. What means mash'il? Shoel olov. What means mash'il boi? So what do you say? So shoel olov. What's mash'il olov? The lashon mash'il olov is a little bit interesting. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes, says the Ben Yoyodo. HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and tells the Malachim. He tells the Malachim to ask about him. That means he says that the Malachim come and ask about him every night when the neshama goes up. Right? Call nishmaschem oilo lemalo. So then in Ochaname he tells the Malachim to ask about them, and in Ochaname he follows the pasuk. When you see the pasuk later on, the pasuk is Mi bochem yirei Hashem, yeah, and that's Mi bochem yirei Hashem. He tells the Malachim to ask about Mi bochem yirei Hashem. And that's the lashon mashil. He asks about them. Shneimar Mi bochem pasuk Yishai Mi bochem yirei Hashem shoymea bekohil avdoi asher olach hasheichim ve'ein noigaloi. Was the hemshech ivtach b'shem Hashem ve'ishan be'eloikov. And the same thing, that's what the way we dash in the pasuk is azoi. The way we dash in the pasuk is azoi. We say, Mi bochem yirei Hashem. That means Hashem is going to ask. Hashem is asking him. Mi bochem yirei Hashem. That means HaKadosh Baruch Hu is asking, Mi bochem yirei Hashem. Who's the yirei Hashem? Who's the yirei Hashem? So we say, Hashemeya bekoil in Ochoname. Where was he? This person b'derech klal is yirei Hashem because he comes every day to shul. What happened to him now? Why didn't he come? That he's holach hasheichim. That means he goes in the darkness. He didn't come to Beis HaKnesses. Ve'ein noiga loi. He doesn't have over there the oil. Noiga is always lightment. But then I think he wants to say that the noiga is, we know the shiva koich ve'lechet. Shiva koich ve'lechet is the planets. Not exactly what we call the planets, but one of them is in the Choname the noiga. He says that's sorry, Venus. You call it in the thing. I don't know if it's exactly what we call planets. The shiva koich ve'lechet. Because in Chacham Shantzal, right, we have the Levona. Levona is not a planet. Okay, so this week you see what Hashem in the Perek HaRoyeh. We're going to go a little more deep into the Chacham Shantzal. All of this, Shantzal. That's the Rosh Tevis. Rosh Tevis is the Shiva Koich Veleches. Shatzam Chanchal. Shatzam Chanchal. The Shemesh. Yeah, the Nutrikoin of the So Imele, this person didn't come. So Imele ein noiga lo. That Inochanami is not going to be Masiach. Ve'im Inochanami didn't get up to the Beis HaMedrash. Why? Because he had a dvar mitzvah. If you Inochanami le dvar mitzvah olach, so then Inochanami. Then noiga loy. Then Inochanami is going to come. Yes, and be zoichet noiga loy. Ve'im le dvar shus olach. Ein noigaloi, then ein noigaloi. Finish. Ivtach b'shem Hashem. Says the Gemara, my time. And what's the time that Inochaname, if he goes to Dvar Hashus, ein noigaloi? What's the reason? Mishum de'avele liftach b'shem Hashem. Why he went early? So Inochaname, the Meforshim explained because this person went to his parnasa. He went to his parnasa, and that's why he should have come and have the bitochen that more the parnasa had come anyway. And Inochaname, so it's dafke hashkim, or it's every davening, every tefillah. Of is mashma dafke in the morning, right? Rogi lovi lebeis haknesses velo yibo yom echad. In Ochonam it says over there. Pashtus in Ochonam is talking about asher olach hasheichim ve'ein noiga loi. In Ochonam we didn't come up in the even milatzim milahashkim lepitchi says Rashi. So Pashtus is talking about only in the morning. Some Achronim say no, it's going to be every davening. If a person misses a davening because in Ochonam he's scared about his partner, so he has a business meeting. Also, it's going to be the same thing because he doesn't have bitochen that in Ochonam HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to send him the parnasa. Ishtadlis, in Ochonam, we have to live with Ishtadlis. We can't believe in Ishtadlis. We have to do Ishtadlis. You know, Ishtadlis people like to believe in Ishtadlis. No. Ishtadlis doesn't done. Ishtadlis doesn't done. No, in Uvardok, or one of these Musa places, they used to say a Maise that the person next week's Parsha we see in Parsha Shmois. What happened over there? Pari comes and does a gzeira on all the boys. Not kol ben ha'ilod ayoyru tashlichu kol habas techayu. What happens in the end? Moshe Rabbeinu is saved in a way. He's put inside the teva, kitzur inside the thing, and then Basparoi, Batiol Basparoi goes and she puts her hand. She takes him out. She doesn't want to eat, so what she goes and she miyalde ivrim brings the meinekes. Who's the meinekes? The mother. And she gets paid. She gets paid from who? From Paro's money. She gets paid from power. As much as he's going to do if HaKadosh Baruch Hu decided to do something, it's not going to help anything. So the Vaduk reflects that the person in the Chonami had this person in the village, very, very poor person. And he had a rich uncle that he promised him once money. And every day would come and wait and wait and wait and wait. Where's the letter? Where's the letter with the money? And he would come and garnish. One day he sees the postman from the Vitens, and he sees him over there walking, and he sees in the back of his thing, he sees a thick envelope. So he's sure that this is mine. So he runs, and he didn't have the patience already, so he runs behind him, he sneaks behind him, he takes out the envelope from his bag, and he starts to run. Now, the postman noticed, he starts to chase him. He calls the police. Kitzer, they grab him, and they start to hit him. Kitzer, they see on the envelope says his name, but that didn't help him anymore. Hey, well, you took it, think, Kitzer. They said over there, they said, no, the Mech told the man, he made the Stadless. He came and he took it. What helped him the Stadless? That he got pension. That's what they used to say in Nevada. Okay, but for sure, there is the Stadless. But we shouldn't live the Stadless. We shouldn't believe in the Stadless. The Stadless not been done because we have to do the Stadless. There's a way you have to look at the Stadless. Okay, this is not a Musa Shir, but it's just I remember this is myself. Okay. Says the Gemara. So veloi bother. Omar Rabbi Yechon. B'shor shakadosh baruch hu bo bebeis hakneses veloi motza bo asara. Just he finds with less than asara. He finds less than 10. And as we said in Nochoname, so what's going to happen over there? Miyadu koyes. Shneemar says over there in the pasuk. Madu abosi vein ish korosi vein oine. Nochoname. Madu abosi vein ish. And ish is a lotion of asara. That's why it says this is a very, very interesting sugya. So what's right? We all know this phrase. So what's the pshat? So first of all, we have to know Rabbi Yoina. Rabbi Yoina says that this is talking about someone who davens at home. And basically, this is not talking about a person who davens at home. You should have a special corner to daven over there at home. Should daven over there. And why? Because in the it's talking about some Rishonim said, the Rosh and the Moshe says that the person daven, you should daven in the same shul, in the same Beis HaKnesses. In the the Rosh brings that there's also a sheet that says in the Beis HaKnesses you should have the same thing. Why? Because it says the Meforshim explain that because when a person has the same thing, it brings in the anove. The Izrizes was a pshat. The pshat is because when a person has a makom kavua, he wants to get his makom kavua, he's going to come early. Because if he's going to come late, right, to start a fight with people, so you have people that the person sits on their place, out of it, it's my seat, but some people are going to come, they want to make sure that they get their seat, so they're going to come early. So he comes with the zrizes, he comes with the zrizes because he's going to come early to get his seat. So that's the Maila Kol HaKoivei HaMokol Tfiloso Elekei Azrom Be'ezrei. No. Rabbi Yoina says that Rabbi Yoina is not talking about the shul. Rabbi Yoina says Kol HaKoivei HaMokol Tfiloso is talking about at home. When a person comes at home and he wants to daven, he should have a special corner at home to daven. When he davens at home, he should have a special corner to daven at home. Kol HaKoivei HaMokol Tfiloso.
Even though we said before, this is not nishmas.
Yeah, but still, I feel the zdag is a nishmas because in a tzibur, yeah, if you buy go to the market and you buy over there a bag of a box of strawberries. So, there's over there one about a little bit soft. You don't look at it, right? But when you go and you buy a strawberry on its own, you make sure it should be perfect, right? So the same thing. When a person davens betzibur, also if the tefillah is a bisschen verfeuert, es geht darüber. But when a person comes down on his own, you check it every bit of it, right? And you buy the watermelon, you're going to come in, you're going to tap it, you're going to make sure that this is perfect. When you buy a box, the whole thing, so you don't make sure that each one is going to be... That's the inyan of Tfilah B'tzibur, if you can be mamshil with a little bit. So it's a darga of nishma, so he has to have much more kavanah when he davens by himself. So he has to have all of these things, and the Kev Ron Be'ezrei. Yeah. So the Gemara. I think the Mabit and Beis Elokim says what's the pshat of the Mabit and Beis Elokim in the beginning. He talks about Yisoid Tefillah, Shara Tefillah. So he says, what's the column? He says, we learned that from Avram Avinu, as you can see, right? Avram Avinu, it says over there that right? And then he comes to down about Sdoim. It's Bnei Hashem. It was after he down for Sdoim. Yeah, it's when Ma'apeichas Sdoim happens. But Vayashkef, the next pasuk I think is. Yeah, the next pasuk is Vayashkef. Anyway, Vayashkef Avram Baboiker Lamokom Asher Omad Shom. It's Bnei Hashem. And then Vayashkef he comes. It's after he down to Sdoim. So Asher Omad Shom. He davened already. Says this is the Indian Nochana, a person to come to repeat the davening. Because why? Because the person can come and say, why am I repeating the davening the same day? And even if you look at Melech Basar Adam, you're coming and you're asking him the same thing every day. He says, Nudnik, get back from there. What do you want? You come to the king, you ask him every day, I want Chochmah, I want Bino, I want Das, I want Slach Lanu, I want Parnose, I want health, I want... Okay. 3 times a day after day, 90 years, 100 years, 120 years. Stop nudging, no? What's davening every day? Because we have to understand, says the base Likim, says the Mabit. Davening is not in Ochaname of asking things. It's a connection to the Rebbeinu Shlomo. And he says, very beautifully, he says that this is the pshat over here. We learned that from Avram. What does Avram says? Avram is Asher Omad Shom. He says, Melech Basar Adam, a person is asking something from the Melech Basar Adam. He asked him, yesterday he met them in a certain place, right? The king came down and to the people, and he listened to what people have to say. So this person asked for them whatever it is. So the next time he sees the king, he's going to make sure to stand in the same spot. The king should remember, and, oh, he asked me, Yena Zach. The same thing he says, that the Kovei Mokul Tfiloso, Elokei Avram Be'ezroi, you know, to remember what the other person asked. Okay. Says the Gemara, weiter. Where do we see it? Because over here we see, Ukshemes, Oimrim Loi, Ei Chosid, Ei Onov, Mitalmidov Shel Avram Avinu. The Maritz Chai says that was the meaning by them to start every hesped with these words. Ei Chosid, Ei Onov. This is a hesped. ואברהם אבינו נולד הכובע המקום דכסיב וישכב אברהם בבוקר למקום אשר עומד שם ואין עמידה אלא תפילה שנאמר ויעמוד פנחס ויפלול. And this we learn on Nochanami that Avram was metaken tfilas shachris from this words, as you can see Nochanami in Daf Chovov Amud Beis in tfilas shachar. ואומר רב חיל בו יאמר אבונה יוצא בייס הכנסס אל יפסיע פסיעו גסו. He shouldn't come and run out because it's a bizoin, because he showed that what that the base הכנסס for him is a muscle, right? It was a yoke for him. Omar Abai lo yamon en meifak to go out, אבל למייל to come in, mitzvah lemhira to come in to run. Why? שנאמר ניר דפולו das is Hashem. That's why it's a mitzvah. Now the Mefoshim is brought down when is a mitzvah. So the Bnei Golim says if a person lives in a distance from the mitzvah, there's no idiot to run. Because when I'm running next to the station, no one knows that I'm running the Beis HaKnesses. Maybe I'm running against the train. Elamai, it's when you're near the Beis HaKnesses and people see you running, they know you're running to the Beis HaKnesses. That's the Indian. And they say, them, I don't know about Godim, that if you're walking with the talis and tefillin, then you can run whenever you are. Why? Because it's a raya. You're running with the talis and tefillin, you're running, but that could be only early in the morning, not, right? Okay. Then you're running back from davening. So, okay. So if it's early in the morning, so he's running to davening, is with the talis and tefillin, everywhere you can come and run to the Beis HaKnesses. Zog di Gemara. Omar Abzeira. Mereish kiya v'chazina lehu lerabono. In the beginning, when I was to see the Talmid HaChachamim, the Korah, the Pirkei v'Shabbat, they would run to hear the Brachot Shabbos. Amine kom echalin rabono Shabbos. Why? Because we know you're not allowed to say psia gasa b'Shabbos. Aber keivan deshamana lo rabta for in Omar Rabbi Shua ben Levi lo ilom yorutz odom ledvar haloch ve'afilu b'Shabbos. Where do we know it? Shene'emar Achrei Hashem yelchu ke'arye ishog. Anona mera'itna, I also started to run to the Beis HaMedrash to hear the Dvar Halacha in Shabbos. Yeah. Omar Rab Zeir. Agra the Pirkei, the Ikar Kabbalah Schar of the people that go to the drosha is running to the drosha. It's not actually listening to the drosha. Why? So Rashi says because anyway, most of the people don't understand what they're talking about. Most of the people anyway don't understand what they're talking about. So the schar is going to be that they run to the drosha. Yeah, as a Rashi. Agad Pirkei Ikar Kibus Schar Abrius Arotzim. They're running Lishmoy Adrosha Mipi Chocham Schar Merutze. Why? שהרי רובם אינו מבינים להעמיד גרסה ולא ימרשו מפי רבו לאח הזמן שיקבלו שכר לימוד. That's why the שכר לימוד they don't get. אלא מה they get? Rashi. What?
We say that in August. So that either you get Schafa going or learning and doing, or which is which, whether it's something or not.
Yeah. The Rogatchover says a very moyodic zach. Maybe we should he says that in Limud Torah from Avei Raya, there's no schar of Shemei Koine. Right from over here, only if he says it will be Shemei Koine if you know to repeat something after it. And then the Rogatchover. That's a very fine idea. So it's a little bit mechayev us. As I look the Rogatchover. That you know name, we hear from over here. It's not Shemei Koine. You can't come and listen to a shir and say, okay, that's it. We know name. I heard one tomorrow the Gemaisa.
You said there's because we about to, but we said there as well.
What?
You yourself.
Yeah, but no, if you listen to a shir, yeah, and no, even if you didn't speak out, but you know to repeat the shir, so then you know you have a schar Talmud Torah. Because Rashi says over here, what was it? Le'achar zman she'ikablu schar limud. Why? Because they can't repeat it. That's what Rashi says. Yeah, if you medaik in Rashi, that is medaik in Rashi. Medaik in Rashi. Okay, let's say now. But you know, Toyses sagt nicht das. Toyses sagt, I think it's later on. Oh. Yeah. Toyses says in Chafam and Beis, Toyses says that also in Divrei Torah we have Shemei Koine. Okay, I'm not leave it for after the shir. Say that. But there's that Toyses. You can think. There's that Toyses that also in Limud Torah where Yotzek Shemei Koine. So if a person came and said Birkas HaTorah, he was not Yotzek Bochel Vatala today. He just came for a shir. It's also the few Toyses is Shemei Koine also in the thing. Okay. Zok the Gemara weiter. Omar Abai. Agre the Kalen, the schar that people that come to listen to the shir right before the regel. Duchken. It's squashed over there as we said. Omar Rove. Agre the Shmaitze. Swore that someone who's learning Shmaitze, that Aliba de Ilches, he's learning it Dvar Aloche, is the Yegia, the understanding, the not Dafke, the knowing the thing, Nachoname the Yegia. Omar Apope Agre the Beitamye, the schar that people that go to the oval, to Menachem Avelim, Shtikuse. Keep quiet, don't open the thing, fakert, just keep quiet. They have to come and to listen to the as we know why the din is that the Menachem starts the oval starts to speak first. Omar Zutra Adata Anisa the schar of the Tainis is Tzidkese, that what we give in Ochaname the Tzedakah in Ochaname the minig was, as Rashi Sanadri says, the minig was to come and to be Mekabet Small Tzedakah when in Leil HaTainis. Very interesting. That's what Rashi says. In Leil HaTainis they would come in Ochaname would give Tzedakah. And why? Another reason the Marshal says that in every Tainis they would come and give in Ochaname money for the for Keneged the food. That's why some in Choname, Lemoshen Bezman Azeh, if someone's tefillin falls down, so they poide, they redeem he has to fast, but he redeems it. What he gives instead of it the tzedakah. That's why the Mekor we learn it over here from Agre the Bay, Tanisa Tzedikah. Omar Shishis, Agre the Speded, schar of the maspid. Someone is maspid the mess is the levuya. That means on raising his voice. On the Agmas Nefesh. Omar Avashi Agad the Behilule, the schar of someone comes and in Mishtadem and a Chasane. Mile, what's Mile? He's Mesameach, the Chasane, they call it with words, in Ochaname, should be Meshabeach, the Chasane, right? Keitzan Meragdi Lifne Akalo. In Ochaname, it means to be Meshabeach, the Kale in front of the Chasane, that's the schar of the Chasana. Omar Hune, Kol HaMispal HaChoyre Beis HaKnesses, it looks like he's koifer, that he doesn't want to be part of the people. Niko Rosho, Shenemar, Sviv Reshoim Yalechu, means Sviv means around. That means he doesn't go into the Beis HaKnesses, he goes around the Beis HaKnesses. Omar Abai, Lo Yamoron, what we said that the person is called the Rosha, Elo de Loi Mehadar Apele Beiknishte, that means he's not turning his face towards the Beis HaKnesses. Mehadar Apele Beiknishte, less number, even though he's outside the Beis HaKnesses, but he's facing the Beis HaKnesses, he's not called the Rosha. So the Gemara, Ugavre, the Komas Achor Beiknishte was a person that davened behind the Beis HaKnesses. He didn't turn his face towards the Beis HaKnesses. Cholaf Eliyahu, Chaz Eliyahu Hanavi passes there, and he sees him. He was misguided to this person like a Arab. Omar Loi, Eliyahu Hanavi tells Kaduba Kaim Kamei Moroch. That means you're standing in front of your master, and it looks like you believe in two Reshuyos. Because you're davening outside the Beis HaKnesses to a different direction. Sholaf Safsara Vekavle. Eliyahu Hanavi came, took a sword out, and he killed them. Omar Le'ahu Merabonon. לרב ביבי בר אביי. ואמר לו some say רב ביבי לרב נחמן בר יצחוק. This pasuk in Yochanan we said over here, Sviv Reshoim Yalechun, it finishes, Krum Zlus Livnei Odom. My Krum Zlus Livnei Odom, Amar Le'elu Dvorim Shoyim Dimeru Shaloilom. Like tefillah that goes up lema'alo, yeah? In Yochanan, the Nefesh HaChaim we're going to have to mention. Nefesh HaChaim come and say that every teva goes up to Shor Shoy Elyon to be metaken over there, goes to Tigunim. Look at the Nefesh HaChaim and Shar Beis, over there is Marich, over there, every word of tefillah, what it does is metaken berumei shaloilom. That's why it's called rumei shaloilom, it's called over there tefillah. Zog the Gemara. Ubenei Adam mezalzelim bo, and in Yochanan, that's why we have to be mischazek every day in tefillah. Okay, we're going to stop over here. We'll see tomorrow.